Guys, so today I'm going to be recommending about, I think, 5 of my favourite books. I just think they're amazing, and I hope you will too. They're fiction, I like to say, and most of them, I believe, have been popular on Book Talk at some point or another. So anyway, let's get into it. Number 1, Shatter Me. It's dystopian. It's kind of a dystopian it's supposed to be our world, but it's dystopian. There are mentions of, Tangled, and I can't really think of any other references, but there are mentions of references from our time and stuff. If I had to guess, and I have thought about it, I'd say it's probably set in the 2070s, I think, but it's never actually said, and you can Google it all you want, but I haven't found an answer. So anyway, so this is the blurb, right? I have a curse, I have a gift. I'm a monster, I'm more than human. My touch is lethal, my touch is power. I'm their weapon, I will fight back. And half of that is crossed out, because it's I have a curse. That's what she initially believes, and that's what she's told to believe, but then she goes, no, it's not a curse, it's a gift. And so, a bit of it's crossed out, I have a curse, I'm a monster, my touch is lethal, I'm their weapon, that's all crossed out, which she does actually do in the early beginning. Yeah. So, a fragile girl is held captive, locked in a cell by the re-establishment, a harsh dictatorship in charge of a crumbling world. But Juliet is no ordinary teenager. One touch from her can kill. The re-establishment wants to use her as a weapon, but Juliet has other plans. After a lifetime without freedom, she's finally discovered the strength to fight back, and to find a future with the one person she thought she'd lost forever. So this is a 6-book series with a couple of novellas and add-ons and things, but it's really good. It's kind of, again, female protagonist saves the world kind of thing, but it's really, really good. It's got some amazing characters. Personally, for me, so the book series is number 1, Shatter Me, number 2, Unravel Me, number 3, Ignite Me, number 4, Restore Me, number 5, Spy Me, and number 6, Imagine Me. So, personally, I think that it's a bit slow until around halfway through Unravel Me, which is the second book. But after that, it speeds up a bit, it gets really good, and I promise you it's worth it. Or it was for me anyway. On to book 2. I've just got a massive pile here that I can't really order through. A Good Girl's Guide to Murder. So this was actually the first book I ever really engaged with properly. I read a lot of books as a child, but they were never really that hooking for me. I don't know how I got through them, frankly. I could watch any show, read any book, and I got through it. But who knows? Anyway, but this was the first book I ever really properly engaged with. I read it in about year 7, which was 3 years ago. If you're in England, you'll know obviously how old you are. Roughly in year 7, you're about 11 or 12. If you're in America, I don't really know what that equates to, but it's really, really good. Probably around the middle school age. Sorry if you're in other countries, I absolutely have no idea. But yeah, so I read this when I was about 11 or 12. I really engaged with it. It's a murder mystery. It's female protagonist. She's really good. She's an amazing sleuth. She's a straight A student, killing it, you know? Not literally. But it's really, really good. So this is the blurb. The case is closed. 5 years ago, schoolgirl Andy Bell was murdered by Sal Singh. He's her boyfriend. Or he was at the time of her murder. The police know he did it. Everyone in town knows he did it. But having grown up in the same small town that was consumed by the murder, Pippa Fitzmaurice isn't so sure. When she chooses the case as the topic for her final year project, she starts to uncover secrets that someone in town desperately wants to stay hidden. And if the real killer is still out there, how far will they go? How far will they go to keep Pip from the truth? There we are. It's really, really good, really hooking, really captivating. I absolutely love it. The Inheritance Games. Sorry. So I've had a love-hate relationship with this one because it's got that love triangle thing. She's in a love. So the main character Avery Kylie Grams, she's in a love triangle with 2 brothers. They are half brothers. It's quite funny. When I found out that she did not end up with the one that I wanted her to end up with, I googled it. I did Google it, but it came up in the, like, people also ask, and then I ignored it for a while and then went back. But anyway. That emotionally destroyed me. Finding out... What's my train of thought? So finding out that she did not end up with the person that I wanted her to emotionally destroyed me, and I was very upset with that. But anyway, it's really, really good. So basically, this girl, Avery Kylie Graham, she's that typical teenager from, I believe, Connecticut, America, or USA, United States. And then she finds out that, you know what, I'm just going to read the blurb. She came from nothing. Avery has a plan. Keep her head down, work hard for a better life. Then an eccentric billionaire dies, leaving her almost his entire fortune, and no one, least of all Avery, knows why. They had everything. Now she must move into a mansion she's inherited. It's filled with secrets and codes and the old man's surviving relatives. A family hell-bent on discovering why Avery got only one rule, winner takes all. Soon she is caught in a deadly game that everyone in this strange family is playing, but just how far will they go to keep their fortune? And then there's a couple of, like, comments and things. So, a thrilling blend of family secrets, illicit romance, and high stakes. The non-stop twists kept me guessing till the very last page. I was very happy when I read that comment originally. I remember that now. That was Catherine McGee, best-selling author of American Royals. And then there's also, so the author is Jennifer Lynn Barnes. Barnes is a master of puzzles and plot twists, which is E. Lockhart, best-selling author of We Were Liars. So that one's really good. I really like it. This is not the prettiest cover. There is a much nicer cover, but anyway. Very, love-hate. I haven't finished the series. It's a trilogy. I haven't finished the series, but I will eventually. I'm almost done processing the fact that she doesn't end up with the brother that I want her to, but alas. If he had been with me, I haven't even read this one, but I know it's good. It is, oh my god, I mean, I want it to be my comfort book, frankly. But that's how sure I am that it's going to be amazing, is I'm recommending it, and I haven't even read it. If he had been with me, everything would have been different. ... Autumn and Finn used to be inseparable, but then something changed, or they changed. Now they do their best to ignore each other. Autumn has her boyfriend, Jamie, and her close-knit group of friends. Finn has become that boy at school, the one that everyone wants to be around. That still doesn't stop the way that Autumn feels every time she and Finn cross paths, and the growing, nagging thought that maybe things could have been different. Maybe they should be together. And as time passes, Autumn realises she might not get another chance to make things right before it's too late. So basically, at the beginning of the book, it's found out that Finn has died. He died in a car crash. Him and his girlfriend were arguing about something. They were both in the car. It's quite climactic. And basically the thing is Autumn's like, if he had been with me, everything would have been different. If he had been with her that night, he wouldn't have died, he wouldn't have been in the car. If he had been with her romantically, he would have even been in the car in the first place. Like, nothing would have happened. If he'd been in the car with her, they wouldn't have been fighting, or they wouldn't have been swerving and all this. Obviously you can't control it. It's really sweet, it's really heartbreaking. I love the aesthetic as well. But and then the fifth one, I don't actually have it with me because I lent it to my friend and she does not like it, which is heartbreaking, and I cannot understand it. But anyway, so she has it, and she's just not giving it back to me because she hasn't read it yet. So, or she started, but she didn't really engage. But I have a 75% success rate when I get people into this book. Okay, so just bear in mind. And this book, ... is, that's supposed to be 2 dots. 1 dot, 2 dot. I did it twice. Double colon. But anyway, so this book is called The Six of Crows by Leigh Bardugo. It's basically part of a wider universe. There's a magic system, and it's fantasy. It's very, very good. Let me get the blurb up, actually, because I had the blurb up a minute ago. Yeah, here we are. Okay, Ketterdam. Sorry, you need to know, there's, like, there's Grisha. I have other books in the universe here currently. So there's Grisha. So soldiers of the Second Army, masters of small science. They are split up into 3 orders. Order number 1, Corporalki, the order of the living and the dead. They are split up into heartrenders, healers, and tailors. Tailors aren't on here currently though. Heartrenders can basically control your organs. And yeah, your hearts generally, they can speed it up to the point of death, or slow it down to the point of death, or slow it down to where you're in a nice deep sleep or a light sleep, or yeah. And then healers, they just speed up the natural healing process. Tailors, they're just really good at makeup or prosthetics, but not really. They can basically change you physically. They can physically change your features, basically. They'd make amazing doctors. Corporal Alpha, amazing doctors. Anyway, Erethralki, order number 2. They are the order of the summoners, so they kind of work with nature more than the body. Squallers, Inferni, and Time Makers. Squallers generally work with the wind or the air, but to be a bit broader, it's the atmosphere. I have seen Squallers be wielding lightning before, so yeah. And then Inferni, they work with fire, so they can control that, wield that, all those things. And Tide Makers, they work with water, name is on the tin. Does what it says on the tin. Anyway, Material Key, the order of the fabricators, they are order 3. They are split up into Durasts and Alchemy. So, Durasts, I believe, work with more wieldable metals, so like metal materials, so like metals and fabrics and leathers and things, whereas Alchemy work with a lot of powders. So anyway, you kind of have to know that to know what I mean at some points in the blurb. So anyway, Ketterdam, a bustling hub of international trade where anything can be had for the right price. And no one knows that better than criminal prodigy Kaz Brecker. Of Kaz. Anyway, Kaz is offered a chance at a deadly heist that can make him rich beyond his wildest dreams. But he can't pull it off alone. A convict with a thirst for revenge, a sharpshooter who can't walk away from a wager, a runaway with a privileged past, a spy known as the Wraith, and a thief, a heartrender using her magic to survive the slums, and a thief with a gift for unlikely escapes. 6 dangerous outcasts, 1 impossible heist. Kaz's crew is the only thing that might stand between the world and destruction, if they don't kill each other first. So, basically, the convict with a thirst for revenge is Matthias Helver. We love him. What was the next one? A sharpshooter with... You know what? I need to get them back up. What is it? A sharpshooter who can't walk away from a wager is Despafahi. Sorry, I haven't got it up anymore, by the way. A spy known as the Wraith is Miss Energafar. A runaway with a privileged past is Wyland Van Eck. A heartrender using her magic to survive the slums is Miss Nina Zenek, the Queen. I mean, so is Inej. Like, we love them all. They're brilliant characters. I love them all to the heart. Anyway, and then a thief with a gift for unlikely escapes is Mr. Kazbreka himself. So anyway, yeah, they're basically a lot of traumatized, effed up teenagers, and yeah, it's an amazing series, and I love it. So that's the video for today. I hope you enjoy these books. You better read them because they're amazing, particularly Six of Crows and A Few of Them with Me and A Good Girl's Guide to Murder. I have a 75% success rate. Okay, with Six of Crows. I've got 4 friends into it, and 3 of them have loved it. Okay, just bear that in mind. So 75% of you, ish, are gonna love it. Okay, at least. Okay, bye guys. See you in the next one.